Catch little crew, what's going on? All right, guys, I'm gonna do a quick introduction because I'm trying to hurry up and get on the inside. A lot of people ask me how did I get started with wholesale real estate in particular, but I'm a member of what's called a RIA, Real Estate Investors Association. And tonight I'm gonna go to the meeting for the Memphis Investors Group, nicknamed MIG, and just kind of show you guys what it's like to be a member. So not a long introduction. I've got a deal that I'm trying to get sold here. Haven't been in about 6 months, so I'm going to renew my membership, do some networking, and show you guys what it's like to be a member. All right, guys, so I'm outside in the meeting area. They're about to do the beginner session now. They usually start off with the session just for people who do for real estate. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in and catch a part of that meeting.
I don't want to check that one out.
You might be.
Would you like me to call you the next time I come across something like this? Cool. And I would take down their information. So that was how I fished out like the first. Let me reflect the question back, make sure I got it before I answer. So you said if you're pressed for time, and what you mean by that is you want to do a deal sooner than later, or you mean you don't have a lot of time?
Sooner than later.
Okay. So to accelerate doing a deal, would I recommend? And thank you.
Seats between you and your friends squished over. We got a lot of people to get into this room. If you did not, you know it's a whole lot easier if you didn't bring it over. We have the yellow comment cards on MIG, on the other hand, as a nonprofit, was established in 2001 as a nonprofit organization for education, motivation, and networking. How many of you have networked tonight and met somebody new? Yourself, so before you drop a bunch of money somewhere, be sure to check it out with your people, your accountants, your attorneys, your real estate agents, your professionals.
So we handle evictions for landlords. We handle bankruptcies. As for landlords also, if tenants go into bankruptcy, we can keep you from getting in trouble with the automatic stay. We'll provide orders and also file a proof of claim for you in that case. And if you need any problems or issues with contracts, call us.
So if you want to see the deals that I'm not reading, just go out there, take a picture of every single one of them, take it home, look at it, see if you want to do it, because they'll have the phone number, they'll have all the deals on it. So the first one, number one, y'all help me count. One, this is for Michael Hayes. It's an 8-unit apartment and duplex. 38112, $50,000. He thinks it'll be worth $150,000 after the repairs. 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, assignment, contract. Second grade chapter books, preferably new or as new as possible. If they're not new, we'll still take them. So if you've got some at home that you want to get rid of, we'll still take them. They will use. And I'm going to set my computer so that our sound guy can get him set up. But you will not want to miss Saturday session after you're here tonight. So let me just give you a couple of things. He's a licensed attorney. He's been in real estate investing since I moved out of the sweet spot again, 1997. That's 21 years now. How many of y'all been in the business 21 years? Few? You're going to love Chris McClatchy. Mr. McClatchy, take it away.
Yes, sir.
By doing that, he allowed my mother to be a stay-at-home mom to raise 5 children. And I'm very grateful for the sacrifices both he and my mother made.
Look at me like I'm kind of like
really? I thought you were supposed to be some sort of expert. And I look at him and say, it's not the number of deals you do, it's how you do them. How many of you could come up with $24 for this? It was funny. I live on North Merritt Island. My business partner.
All right, guys, so the RIA just left out. Great speaker. I really feel like my brain got a boost on this one, so definitely I'm going to be at the next one. All right, guys, it's a couple days later since we had our local RIA meeting, the Real Estate Investors Association meeting here in Memphis, but I wanted to just do a proper closeout of the video. So a lot of people don't even know that they have an organization like that in their cities or in a city close by, but my journey getting to that point started off with me in my job as a teacher. For you guys that don't know, and I've done a video on this before, but I taught for just under 4 years, master's degree in education and all that, but it wasn't enough for me. I felt like I was stuck in the rat race. I mean, that's a common story with a lot of people who are trying to get into real estate. Checks were okay, but I mean, really felt like I was living check to check. Really just wasn't getting to the point where I wanted to be. Didn't have the kind of freedom that I wanted. Wasn't really just happy in the job. I mean, the job was okay. The kids were okay, but just not where I wanted to be in my life. So not sure how I found out about the organization. It may have just been online, doing a Google search or whatever it was. But some kind of way I found out about one of the meetings, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to go. Even before my teaching job, I had done some real estate before with one house that I had flipped, and I think 3, maybe 4 houses. I think it was 3 houses that I had as rental properties. But I had sold all of that, ended up in a couple other jobs, and then ended up teaching. And I was looking for a way back in with not a lot of money. So anyway, I ended up at the Memphis Investors Group. Didn't know a lot, was kind of nervous. They were saying all these different terms like ARV and all this type of stuff that I just didn't know what they were talking about. I stayed with it. I kept going maybe 2 months in, and then I met one of my mentors, Kurt Davis, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying his name in this video, but I do have to give him credit for getting me into wholesale real estate. He had some information that he was passing out on a class he was doing. Went to one of his Saturday sessions. It was like an all-day, really intensive thing where he gave me all the information I needed to get my business up and going. So within 2 weeks, I had my business set up and I was hitting the ground. And keep in mind, by no means was I a professional at what I was doing, but I just wasn't scared to take action. I mean, so about 2 months in, I got my first deal, and I've done a video on that one too that I'll put a card up here in the corner. But got my first deal. It was a check for $1,500. So at this point, I knew that it could be done. No money down. Found this house just by driving around looking for sale by owner signs. Did the paperwork, got the thing sold, and got my first check. And then from there on out, the checks started to come in more rapidly. They started to get bigger. I think my next one might have been like $5,000. I think I may have been into the business for about 5 or 6 months, but I had generated somewhere around $15,000, $16,000. Not a lot of money, but it was enough to keep me going and to keep me motivated. I want to say it was that next year I gave myself a goal. I said, I'm going to push this thing as hard as I can. And within a year, I want to have at least what I make at my job. And if I get that, then I'm coming out the job and I'm going into real estate full force. So by the end of that year, I don't even think I got through the entire year, but I hit my goal and I made the exact same amount that I was making as a teacher with a master's degree off of a class that I took one day, got that knowledge and just hustled. So kept going to the Real Estate Investors Association meetings, kept networking. A lot of my buyers have come from the association. But to make a long story short, a lot of the comments and questions that I see you guys asking in the comment section of some of my videos, most of those questions, if not all, will be answered at your local RIA group. So what I'm going to do is put a link in the description for the National Real Estate Investors Association group to where you should be able to find your local RIA. But an even easier shortcut is just to go to Google, type in your city and Real Estate Investors Association. After that, click the search button and yours should come up. But go to that network. When it comes to mentors, that's the place where you're going to find your mentors. If you can't find one somewhere else, go to your local RIA. Just start talking to people. You'll make friends, people with a lot more money than you, a lot more knowledge. Surround yourself with those people and just soak it all in. It's a saying that goes around, and I can't remember exactly how it is, but it's something like you're the average of your 5 closest friends. So when I was thinking about my goals and where I wanted to be in life, and I had to realize that I was mostly hanging around other people who were in the field that I was in at the time. And I had to realize, 10 years from now, this really isn't the place where I want to be at in life. I'm really unhappy with my schedule, unhappy with the stress of the job. It's not really where I wanted to be at. But as soon as I joined the association and I saw the positivity, I could feel the money, the energy, the support. I started to surround myself with those people, and I slowly started to see my income rise to where this year is going to be one of the best years, or the best year that I've actually had in my life. I mean, my family's doing pretty good right now, and we're looking to grow that. If you're already a member of an association, go ahead and shout them out in the comment section below. Let me know how they have helped you. Hope you guys are still enjoying my videos. I'm looking for my next project. Still looking for some more deals. Still looking to grow my business. Always thank you guys for supporting. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.